growing up in a household of no money at all, na parang ang importante lang sa amin ay pag-aaral. Kasi yun lang talaga yung way para maging maging mayaman kami that time. Na-constrict yung utak mo, na akala mo the only way to earn money is having a good career. Pero nung na-expose ako sa different parts of my life, I've dealt with, pwede pa lang kumita ng pera kahit hindi ka pumapasok. So, importante na i-share mo yung story mo lagi. Not because nagyayabang ka, but malay mo yung taong nakilala mo na yun, wala siyang idea na pwede pala siyang mag-business. Hindi niya alam na pwede palang maging successful yung taong galing sa hirap. Since I was 19, mahilig na ako sa bags na I've never imagined that my passion will turn into a business. I want a new community of bag lovers. Yung aim nila is hindi sila mag-hoard. Ang gusto kong aim nila is lahat ng bibilhin nila is intentional. Pansin ko kasi lahat ng tao porket mura bibilin nila, porket maganda or uso bibili nila. Gusto kong lagyan ng meaning yung bags na hindi, mura kasi ito, bibili ko. Hindi. Gusto ko yung pagbibili nila yung bag from here, ang iisipin nila, this is my dream bag. Pinag-ipunan ko, pinag-isipan ko, at magagamit ko for the longest time. Hi, this is Steph. Welcome to episode 3 where we discuss how I built this Miss Manila Luxe from scratch. This is the truth behind building every business. Hindi lang siya puro glitz and glamour. May kasama siyang drama. Gusto ko ma-experience mo kung ano yung na-experience ng ibang tao pag bumibili ng mahal na bag. Hi, this is Stephanie, your bag bestie. What inspired me to start Miss Manila Luxe is I want a new community of bag lovers. That's the aim. Yung aim nila is hindi sila mag-hoard. Ang gusto kong aim nila is lahat ng bibilhin nila is intentional. Ang napansin ko kasi, lahat ng tao porket mura bibilin nila, porket maganda or uso bibilin nila. So gusto kong lagyan ng meaning yung bags na hindi, mura kasi ito, bibili ko. Hindi. Gusto ko yung pagbibili nila yung bag from here, ang iisipin nila, this is my dream bag. Pinag-ipunan ko, pinag-isipan ko, at magagamit ko for the longest time. Did I always want to be a businesswoman, or did it become unexpectedly? I did not want to be a businesswoman. My dream is to be a housewife with 2 dogs and a big house, doing Pilates in the morning, tapos susunduin ko lang yung anak ko, tapos magbe-bake lang kami ng anak ko. So far from the reality ang aking dream. Pero wala tayong choice. Kailangan natin kumayod, kailangan natin ng income na hindi mapapalayo sa anak ko kasi single mother lang ako. Why did I choose this business that is luxury bags? Since I was 19, mahilig na ako sa bags na I've never imagined that my passion will turn into a business. So am I here for the profit? That is just like a bonus na lang. Pero yung araw-araw nakakita ko ng magagandang bags, masayang-masaya ako doon. Honest to goodness, makakita lang ako ng bag, maamoy ko siya, mahawakan ko siya, na hindi ko na-imagine na mahahawakan ko buong buhay ko, masaya na ako. So profit is just really like a reward. It's not the main goal of Miss Manila Luxe. So where did Miss Manila Luxe name came from? So that was during the time I was with my partner in business. We had a very bad fight. Tapos, parang sakto, yung partner ko, yung friend niya, nagyaya, tara Baguio. So, punta kami ng Baguio. I did not know that I was going to meet a friendly person. And then, parang sabi niya sa akin, he's also a friend. Sabi niya, parang, alam mo, pwede na naman tayong maggawa ng name mo kung gusto mo na mag-start. Sabi ko, lang ako maisip eh. Tapos sabi niya, bakla kasi siya, Becky. So, very brainy, very smart, very intuitive. And at the same time, sabi niya, gusto ko, yung pangalan mo says a lot about you. So, he gave me the names. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ronel. He gave me Miss Manila Luxe. So, ang ganda-ganda niya. Bakit? Kasi I was born and raised in Manila, right? And I'm also a Miss. I am not yet a Mrs. And then I actually, gusto ko dapat Miss Manila Bags. Ang sabi niya, hindi. Kasi malay mo, lalaki ka, mag-venture out ka. So dapat yung pangalan mo, everything about Luxe. So yeah, Miss Manila Luxe was born in Baguio. So how did I start the funds for Miss Manila Luxe? So syempre, alam niyo naman na malaki ang puhunan for the luxury business, right? When I had my partner before in the business, yung profit sharing namin, hindi ko po kinuha ng 1 year and 8 months. So that, when I exited the relationship, yun yung nakuha kong pera. So inipon ko yun. Hindi ako gumagastos. Wala po akong luho. Ayaw nyo maniwala, wala akong luho. Pinakaluho ko na Izara every 6 months. Ganun po ako kahigpit sa pera. Tapos parang luho ba ang pagkain sa labas? For me, yes, somehow. Kaya I limited it. Nagbabudget ako. Na pag-aalis kami ng anak ko, parang, anak, 3,000 lang ang budget natin ha. So kung gusto mo maglaro sa time zone, bababaan ko yung presyo natang pagkain natin. Pero kung wala naman kaming gagawin, kakain kami ng masarap. So this money that I have right now is actually, not kidding, from tears, sweat, and blood. 3 tips from Miss Manila Locks on how to save money. First of all, kung bags yan, 1 in, 1 out ka dapat. A lot of clients come here, minsan naglalagay pa sila ng dalawa kasi hindi na sila pinapayagan ng asawa nila. And that makes you intentional of buying too. So that's my first tip. For 1 in, 1 out. Second tip of saving money naman is wag mong titingnan yung bank account mo. Okay? Pag nakita mo yung bank account mo, kala mo mayamang ka, di ba? So wag mong titingnan ang bank account mo. Third is, pag gabi na matulog ka na. Kasi kapag gising ka pa, saan ka na pupunta? Sa Shopee, sa Lazada, unti-unti lang yan, pero nag-accumulate yan. So, yun ang mga tips ko. Make sure that every time you purchase something, it's intentional at kailangan mo dahil hindi lang gusto mo at na-trigger happy ka. How did I start showing up in social media? So, matagal na pong makapalang mukha ko. Ever since the world began, I felt that in order for me to survive this world is you need to show your face and yourself. So, nung una, syempre Facebook lang tayo, gumagawa ko ng mga videos ng parang anak ko. Pangalawa, when I started getting back in shape because motherhood changed me. Before I was extra small, then motherhood came, I became large. So, I started changing. And then nung naging confident na ako ulit sa sarili ko, sa itsura ko, mahirap din na ilagay mo yung sarili mo sa social media, lalo na kung hindi ka confident. So, was I confident the first time? No. But what made me confident? By showing what I love. I started doing social media on my personal page, Stephanie Ontengo on Instagram, discussing about what I know, which is bags, the leather, how to care for it. So, that momentum of showing yourself na nakaayos, tapos pinag-aralan mo, tas ang daming mga natutuwa na, thank you, Miss Steph, ginagawa mo to. That made me more confident on showing myself again in social media continuously. So what advice could I give women who wanted to start business? Actually, very timely siya ulit. I just had a customer came here yesterday with a 1-year-old baby and then sabi niya sa akin, Miss Steph, gusto ko talaga mag-start ng bags and ng jewelry just like you. Kasi she wants to get out of the corporate job so she could focus on her kid. Ang advice ko, simulan mo. What's stopping you? Simulan mo. Ma'am, natatakot po kasi ako sa rejection. Sabi ko, 1-2 bag ibenta mo sa mga kaibigan mo. You will learn to deal with rejection. Pero when you become bigger in someday, mas madali na sa'yo. What tips for women out there who wants to start their business? Try it. Ano bang mawawala pag trinay mo? Napakaswerte natin that we are here in this generation wherein Facebook meta ads lang, pwede ka magka-business. Diba? What's stopping you? What? Rejection? So what? Kung ma-reject ka, there's one more client who's willing to pay for the same item because it's just you. So go ahead and start the business. If you fail, then start again. No one is taking tabs whether you failed or not, but someone is going to cheer up on you every time you start. What mindset helped me build Miss Manila Locks? It's gratefulness. Bakit gratefulness ay importante sa business? Kasi bawat maliliit na bagay, may nag-like, may nag-follow, may nag-share, may nagsabi sa'yo ang ganda ng item mo. It gives you the momentum to keep on going. Grateful din ako sa mga basher ko. May basher talaga ako. Sabi niya talaga, mukha ako siya last time. Sabi ko, pakialam ko sa'yo, pero grateful ako dun sa isang client nang sabi niya, umalis ka dito, hindi ka bagay, epal ka. So, being grateful for the clients, being grateful for every part of your journey, whether it's good or bad, yun talaga dapat ang may mindset tayo. Kasi may mga business dito na hindi sila grateful. Pag hindi ka grateful, ang nangyayari is lumalabas siya sa aura mo. Na parang masungit ka, na parang hindi ka ready to take on whatever they have. So, feeling ko, kung magsa-start tayo ng business, dapat laging grateful. Kasi hindi lahat ng tao nakakapag-business. Hindi lahat ng tao nagkakaroon ng time na ipakita yung galing nila. So yeah, the mindset that started this business and keeps it going is gratefulness. What would I do differently if I'm starting again today? Kung alam ko po na ganito po ako magiging ka-love ng mga tao in terms of how I do everything, I should have started with more people para sana mas na-provide ko yung best services to my clients. Kasi syempre pa nagsisimula ka, takot ka na kumuha ng tao. Not because takot kang maubusan ng pera, pero takot ako na yung tao ko umasa sa akin tapos bigla akong i-lay off. So yun, kung alam ko lang po na mamahalin niyo po si Miss Manila Lux, sana mas marami po tayong tao para hindi po kayo napipikon kapag hindi po kayo nare-replyan ng mas maaga. Why do I believe that every woman could build something of her own? Nako, I believe that every woman can do what? Why? Kaya nga natin magtrabaho, manganak, gumawa ng mga bagay na hindi natin na kaya natin gawin para sa anak natin, di ba? Once you have a motivation, lalo na sa women who were given a very beautiful mind of having it multitask. Guys cannot do that. Only women can multitask. Kaya ko makipag-usap, makipag-away at magdisiplina ng anak in the same time, di ba? So, kayang-kaya nyo yan. Kasi naniniwala ko na binigyan tayo ng Diyos ng napakagandang utak na kayang pagsabay-sabayin lahat. What limiting beliefs did I have to let go to have this business? Dati akala ko na ang bag selling is only buy and sell. Akala ko ang importante is makabenta ako. Hindi pala importante yon. Ang importante is to have a personal relationship with each of your client that doesn't stop from buying and selling. Because eventually, these clients, pag nagkapera sila, anong iisipin nila? Yung taong mas mura o yung taong mas pinaniniwalaan nila na matagal nang pinapansin sila? So yeah, I stopped believing that business is all about profit. It's all about personal and intentional client relationships. What lessons did I learn the hard way that I wish I knew sooner in terms of my business is trusting people. Alam mo, sa business ko ngayon may boundaries na ako. Dati kasi people pleaser ako pero a lot of people betrayed my trust. So ngayon, mas nagiging cautious na ako. Sana pala may nagturo sa akin na huwag ka masyadong nagpapaniwala, Stephanie. Ngayon ko lang natutunan ng boundaries at the age of 33. Why is it important for women to talk about business, money, and success importantly? Alam mo, dapat ginagawa niyo yan magkakaibigan. Kasi pag hindi niyo ginagawa yan, para saan pa, 'di ba? Parang for me, growing up in a household of no money at all, na parang ang importante lang sa amin ay pag-aaral. Kasi yun lang talaga yung way para maging mayaman kami that time. Na-constrict yung utak mo, na akala mo the only way to earn money is having a good career. Pero nung na-expose ako sa different parts of my life, I've dealt with, pwede pa lang kumita ng pera kahit hindi ka pumapasok. So, importante na i-share mo yung story mo lagi. Not because nagyayabang ka, but malay mo yung taong nakilala mo na yun, wala siyang idea na pwede pala siyang mag-business. Hindi niya alam na pwede palang maging successful yung taong galing sa hirap. Akala kasi ng ibang tao mahirap mag-business. Yes, it's very hard. But once you surround yourself with people who talks about it in a regular basis without making it feel like they're competing with you, but instead of inspiring you, they're opening your mind to doors that are limitless. So yes, it is important for you to talk about business all the time, if you can. Pero syempre, iba pa rin yung personal relationship. Talk about the struggles too. Wag lang yung puro glitz and glamour. What makes women unstoppable once they choose to believe in themselves? We're unstoppable because we believe in ourselves. Dati, maalala ninyo, nung nagsisimula pa lang tayo, we believe in the voices of our mother, of our father, of our friends, of our partner. But once we believe in ourselves, who will tell you that you're doing is wrong? So once you have the full belief that you can do everything, what's stopping you? Nothing, only but yourself. What do I tell a woman if she thinks that she's not good enough to start a business? If you are doubting yourself, ibig sabihin may kulang pa. Anong kulang, love? Siguro kulang ka pa ng research, kulang ka pa ng pera, kulang ka pa ng panahon, kulang ka pa ng ideas. So, hindi ko siya ida-down. Ang sasabihin ko lang sa kanya, kung feeling mo na hindi ka pa enough, baka kailangan mo to, kailangan mo to, kailangan mo to, kailangan mo to. So, even though hindi ka pa enough, bakit hindi ka pa mag-start? Start believing in yourself and start investing in yourself. Kaya mo nga dinadoubt yung sarili mo kasi ibig sabihin, hindi ka pa fully invested sa idea and yourself. So, if you are not enough, please do some more work. So, how do I balance being a mother, a businesswoman, a partner, and a friend. Okay, actually, hindi ko po siya kayang i-balance, in all honesty. And that's the reality of life. Hindi po dahil may business ka, akala nyo marami kayong time, baliktad po. Ngayon, the only time I could spend to my friends is I catch up on them via calls na lang, hindi ako makalabas kasi pag lumabas ako, sino mag-authenticate ng bag, sino kakausap sa clients. The only time that I balance myself as a mother is every Sunday. Kaya pasensyahan nyo na po kung every Sunday sarado si Miss Manila Locks, just because it's the only time I have with my son. And third, being a partner, buti na lang po may understanding partner ako na at the moment, he understands that I need to focus on this. So, hindi na rin kami nakikita. Almost twice a week na lang din kami nakikita. So, if you think that you can balance all, no. That's the reality. You cannot balance all. You need to choose your priority. And my priority right now is building Miss Manila Locks. My last message for the people out there who wants to start their business. What's the best advice that I can give you is start with your whys. Why am I building this? Kasi once you get your whys out there, the rest will follow. How? Paano ko gagawin yung pera? Saan ko kukunin? Basta lagi ka lang may why, okay? Kasi pag may why, intentional ka at makikita ng tao yon, and that will set you apart from every competitor that you have. Again, thank you for watching this episode. That's the story behind Miss Manila Locks from the beginning and to not yet the end, because we're still forging our stories right in front of you guys. So don't forget to subscribe on my channel and watch for the next episode that will be released next week. Diba I told you your why? So please watch out for the next episode where we will discuss why you should trust Miss Manila Locks.